The President of Kazakhstan has described the protest last week, in which dozens are reported to have died, as an attempted coup. Troops from Russia are currently in the country to try to restore order. And today, President Putin said that Kazakhstan had been targeted by international terrorism. Our correspondent Steve Rosenberg is in Kazakhstan's largest city, Almaty, and sent us this report.
Driving into Almaty, you see immediately this is a city on guard. We passed through several army checkpoints. They've been set up to prevent more attacks. In the city centre, reminders of the violence the authorities now say was an attempted coup. Almaty last week. What had started as peaceful protests over fuel prices in another part of Kazakhstan was suddenly looking like war.
These bandits were controlled by terrorists. For the level of organization here, it must have been a criminal group that planned it in advance.
Dozens of people were killed. Thousands have since been detained.
There's still a lot of confusion about who was behind this violence. The authorities blame terrorists and bandits. Some here talk about a power struggle in the ruling elite. But one thing is clear, that to stay in power, the President of Kazakhstan had to call on a foreign power for help. And that's Russia.
Enter the Russian military. On paper, Russian troops here are peacekeepers, deployed to Kazakhstan as part of a collective security alliance of former Soviet states, the CSTO. But most of the soldiers are Russian, the Kremlin keen to demonstrate its regional power. Addressing CSTO colleagues, President Putin made events fit his wider narrative.
We understand the events in Kazakhstan won't be the last attempt to interfere in the internal affairs of our countries. The measures taken by the CSTO show that we will not allow destabilization at home and for so-called colour revolutions to take place.
After the violence in Almaty, there are mixed feelings here about the arrival of Russian troops. I welcome the Russians coming, Askar says. They'll put a stop to it. We should be able to cope ourselves, says Alevtina. Then again, without outside help, there could be civil war. What happened in Kazakhstan has left this country and its people in shock and in fear of what comes next. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Almaty.